Hello everyone, Ryan here. So I'm getting ready to watch this, the Stanford Prison Experiment. It's supposed to be based on a true story. The Stanford professor kind of created this experiment in which he got students, and he got one group of students to act like prisoners, another group to act like prison guards. And yeah, supposedly he got some interesting results. So I'm hoping that it's pretty good, so I'm going to watch this. And I got a couple of beers here, just because I don't exactly know what to expect from this. So I'll be back in a little while to talk about it. Okay, so I just finished watching this, and wow, it's definitely blew my mind wide open. So yeah, this is based on an actual experiment by Dr. Philip Zimbardo, I believe. I'm not exactly sure if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, but conducted this experiment sometime in 1971 or the early 1970s, in which he got 24 students to participate, and some of them were prisoners, some of them were guards. And those who were guards ended up inevitably abusing their authority, and they actually were able to, not only that, but those who were prisoners eventually became very submissive and just pretty much bent to the will of the guards. Like whatever the guards told them to do, they did it, and wow, it was very interesting. Very interesting psychological, also sociological experiment. But at the same time, there was a lot of interference on the part of the doctor himself, the part of the guy who actually organized the experiment. Yeah, a lot of ethical questions were raised throughout, and therefore, I'm not even sure if it could actually be considered like an actual experiment, because there was far too much. For me, it felt like there's definitely far too much interference, outside interference. But I mean, then again, I guess, there weren't really any exact guidelines established. Well, there were and there weren't, but yeah, the guards ultimately ended up, those students who were the guards ultimately ended up not obeying whatever guidelines were established, and yeah, it just raises a whole bunch of questions. Also, for me, it brought to mind the fact that, the way the prison system is set up, just here in the U.S., it definitely makes one think about, the fact that, obviously, it's possible that the prison system is set up to, of course, create repeat offenders, because it's a business just like any other business. Prison system is an industry just like any other industry. So yeah, I don't know. As far as rating goes, I give it 9 out of 10. Definitely, I do recommend watching this at least once. Definitely, at least once if you're able to. Yeah, definitely intriguing. I do recommend watching it again. If you're able to. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. That'll do it for this movie review. Thanks for watching. As always, till next time, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.